Hey, hi everyone. I'll unmute everyone so that we can have a quick chit chat and then we will proceed. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me clearly. Right, we will give it 2 more minutes before we start. Sai, do you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Perfect. So how's everything? Is everything all good?
Yeah, everything is going good so far.
Great. I'm glad that you actually joined. I never thought that I would have the privilege of having you in my workshop. Thank you so much for joining.
Uh, I thought of joining last week, but due to some unavoidable circumstances, I was not able to make it. But
I see.
when I saw your mail yesterday, then I fixed that I should anyhow join this meeting to see what would be the best option or what would the ideas and suggestion would be shared by you and other peers so that we can improve our scale ourselves uh, to make some money and to share some knowledge. So I thought of taking out some time from the schedule to make sure I'm not missing this meeting.
Great. I'm glad that you actually did. We are already 1 minute past window. We still have a few members who are joining.
Okay.
And they have pinged me on WhatsApp saying, all right, give me 5 or 10 minutes. But we will get started as per the scheduled window. We unfortunately are on a 2 hours bandwidth and cannot extend beyond that. But what we can do is we can actually start early. So,
Okay.
right, let's begin. I would ask everyone to unmute for a minute or two so that we can have a quick introduction. I'll start with me. So, my name is Vishwajit, and I have been a full-time employee as well as I have been freelancing for most of 2 years now, from 2020 till date. So it's 1.5, or you can say it's 2. That's completely fine. What I have done so far is I have broken the basic ways of doing freelancing, and I have approached into few proven strategies. I have used few proven methods, which actually helped me scale my freelancing into a side hustle completely, or a side business completely. So apart from what I earn as my salary, I actually earn more than that as my freelance income. So that is the truth, and that is how it is. It just takes, I would say, a few strategies to actually start making beyond your salary and going beyond your comfort zone, I would say. So yeah, thank you once again for thank you once again to everyone who took the privilege of joining my workshop today. Just to begin with, please, everyone, please go ahead and mute yourself and give a quick introduction of yourself so that we can quickly start.
All right, myself, Sayed. I'm glad that I'm here in this workshop. I know Vishwajit very closely and I had been working with him for almost 1.5 years. And I'm into IT industry, working in IT industry from 10 years. I have a complete 10 years of experience into IT domain. And I was planning for a freelancer job. Whenever I have some free time, I thought of making some good amount of money, and I want to upscale my skills. So thanks, Viswajit. You gave us an opportunity to make utilize of this time in a right way. If not, I think we might have passed this time in just chit chatting or going through some other things and everything. But your emails made me impressive, and I would say like they were motivational. So when I saw you doing this part, I thought I might even I can start, and I can do something for myself. So that's the reason I'm here today. I'm in
That's
this
great.
work.
That's great. I'm thankful that you joined and you're taking a decision into freelancing, because see, the gig industry today is more than $20 billion industry, right? It's not a small industry we are talking about when we talk freelancing. It's actually a much huger or huge industry that we are in, and the global competition that we have here is actually much more higher than what you face in your daily interviews for a permanent position or something. Because see, a person might not be able to crack an interview in a I would say the old method, or trying to get into an actual company for a full-time job. But in a freelancing industry, it's completely different. It all depends on how you speak to your customer, and it's as easy as grabbing the project and proceeding from there. Even though you might not have any skills, but you can still make use of multiple channels or multiple platforms to actually deliver the results in a much more, I would say, in a much better way. So thank you, Syed. Anyone else who wants to go and introduce themselves? We will keep it very short for another 5 minutes, and we will start. So anyone who wants to introduce, please unmute and go ahead.
Hello, may I speak?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Alifia Zojwala. So I've currently completed my graduation, and I am looking for a career in freelancing. So I thought that let's just sign up for this workshop, and let's, have a basic idea regarding how you can set up your profile, because that is the most important part, I feel. So yeah, that is the reason for me. I'm not experienced at all, and that is why I'm here to just know what the basics of it. So really excited.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Anyone else, guys? Another 3 minutes left, and I want to rush. So anyone else who wants to introduce? I see Basudev. Yeah, please go ahead. Aman, you were trying to say something. Please go ahead. That's a negative. I see Kiran. I see Roshni. Roshni, would you mind introducing yourself for a minute?
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are, Swati. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I'm Swati's husband. She is
Perfect.
somewhat busy.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I'm in an infrastructure sector. Like from past 10 years, I'm working in infrastructure. Seacon Private Limited, Bangalore.
Mhm.
And from the past 3 to 4 years, I'm doing freelancing. Me and Swati, both.
Yep,
And
I know Swati does freelancing. I was not aware that even you are helping her. So I'm very glad that you
yeah,
actually spoke up. Please go ahead. Please speak.
Yeah. So I just found this webinar somewhat gives like experience to me. That's why we joined this to know how it's works.
All right, perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
I have Naveen, Samir, anyone who is willing to say another word before we start. We have just 1 minute left. Right, that's fine. We will get started. So, guys, coming to freelancing, see there are way many platforms nowadays where we can actually go ahead and I would say freelance or start freelancing. But all that glitters is not gold, right? So, similarly, I would say coming to freelancing. I don't have a deck today, so I will not be doing any sort of presentation or something. It's just you and me. I want you to be active listeners and active. I want active participation from your end so that we can learn the maximum out of this 2 hours window. I'll go ahead, share you my screen, and we will get started. All right. So I don't generally do presentation deck and something where it's actually very looks very automated that way. So I've just thought of keeping it real time and very short and sweet. So when we go ahead and do a search for freelancing platforms, you would see more than 15 lakh results. All right. Some of them are not freelance platforms. I agree. Some of them are articles. But if we talk about the first link here, there are more than 15 big platforms as per hosting their blog. And if you see, everyone says we are the best platform in the world and we can do freelancing here. You can freelance here and you will be earning more than what you are earning. I'm sorry, LinkedIn is not one of them, all right? So LinkedIn is actually not a freelancing portal, I would say. So coming to a freelancing portal, I would say if how many of you are actually active profile holders on any of these platforms above? So I'll write a question. How many of us have an active profile on the above platforms? Guys, respond to it, please. I want it to be really, really interactive and not some boring lecture kind of stuff. So please go ahead. Okay, Samir says no, I'm not. That's fine, Samir. Anybody else, guys? Swati says I have LinkedIn and freelancer. Deepa says no. Shreyas say also I'm not. Siddhant says I'm active on Fiverr but have profiles on multiple platforms. Aman says I'm there on Upwork, Fiverr, and LinkedIn. Perfect. Anybody else who wants to respond before we move? All right. So Syed says he does not have a profile here. So my way of approach, guys, is pretty simple. I would say I keep it very simple and sweet, where I have two profiles, basically one on Fiverr and one on Upwork. why there's a specific reason why I maintain the decorum that way, because it gets very frustrating when you are trying to go ahead and have multiple platforms, your profiles on multiple platforms, and you try to be active on everywhere. It's practically not possible to work that way. All I want from the freelancing profiles is I want to be spending minimum time and earning maximum benefit out of it, right? So what I keep it very, very simple, very, very sweet. So one is going to be Upwork. The other one I have is Fiverr here. And the reason why I work on only two platforms and nowhere else is very specific to understand. It's just because let's talk about Upwork. So when I have Upwork here, let me go ahead and make an arrow and we'll, right. So when I go ahead and talk about Upwork, I actively am able to look for projects, right? Out of my 4 or 5 hour window that I get out of, because I said I'm a full-time employee as well. I work for a fintech, huge fintech actually, one of the largest fintechs in the world. It's fisglobal.com, if you are aware of this company. So I work here as a server administrator, or you can say a cybersecurity guy. So I help save their servers from getting hacked. Apart from that, I do freelancing where I have chosen two platforms of my choice. One is Upwork, one is Fiverr. And the reason is on Upwork, I'm actively able to look for projects.
ना त्याला आपण त्रास नको देऊया. नाही नाही मी बोलतोय आपण ना मंडेला करूया.
Please, can you mute yourself?
मंडेला करूया, विचार करू दे जरा, नाही असं वाटतं की अरे अरे करतोय.
Let me mute all.
तर एक चांगलं आहे की आपल्याला क्लायंट्स पण येतात आहे, राईट? तर एक चांगलं आहे म्हणजे मोटिवेशन.
All right. So on Upwork, I'm able to actively look for projects. For example, if I'm talking about the time that I give here, it's close to around 3 to 4 hours a day. And when I talk about, I would say Fiverr, I don't give it time at all. Okay, because it's as simple as I opened my shop and then I wait for customers to come, right? So this is the reason I have only two profiles, okay, where in one place I actively look for jobs, the other one where I have simply opened my shop and I'm waiting for more customers to arrive that way. And that makes it very simple, very easy. I'll just go ahead and mute everyone. So this way, when I have these two platforms in hand, it's actually I'm becoming much more productive compared to any other platforms, because what I'm simply doing is I'm in one place I'm actively looking for jobs. The other place I'm actually actively waiting for people to come, and that way I don't spend more of my time and I don't simply get into more frustration. It's very important for us to have a track of time, because as a freelancer you will be losing most of the time if you are not actively or I would call it performance freelancing. Okay, if you're not doing a performance freelancing, then you are actively losing time and you are not making money. So that simply adds to your frustration day by day. Okay. And yeah, I had Siddhant asking me a question yesterday in the WhatsApp group saying why we should not have multiple platforms, why we should not have account on multiple platforms. And that is the only reason why you should not have account on all of them. It's almost like having bank account in more than 10 banks, but you don't have money in any. Okay. So it does not make sense that way. What you can do is actively use two of them and then start looking for projects. So we have Shruti, she pinged me. I have Priya from Tamil Nadu, I believe. She pinged me saying, all right, we have difficulty looking for jobs and we are not able to crack those projects. We are not able to get hired on those projects. We will come to that, why exactly we are facing these issues. Before that, I'll just show you my profile and how I started, how I went from zero to more than $10,000 right now. So I'll just take you to my profile. This is what my profile looks like right now. And if I show you my stats, yeah, so if you see my stats here, I have crossed $10,000 limit. I am actually waiting to become a, top-rated plus freelancer on Upwork right now. I just have another few days to go where my large contract will be done. Actually, I have a long-term contract and have hit more than $2,900 or $3,000 with him. So another 2,000 and this should be done. So that will make me a top rated plus that way. And coming to when I started, so I started exactly in the month of May 2020. So if you see, it took just a year or less than that, I would say. Obviously, talking about it now, we have crossed the 1 year limit. But yeah, I was able to get this or a little less than this in less than 11 months. And I was able to get myself a top-rated status in Upwork where I'm treated fairly. All right. So, what are the strategies that I have used, and how I grew from zero to $10,000, and from there, what work I do? So, I do full stack development, I do email marketing, and then I do a random whatever comes in, and I go ahead and work with them. Coming to the reviews, these are pretty important because once you go ahead and get a 0 or 1 or 2, then if you're just starting out, most of it is over. All right. So if you just have started out and you get a 0 or 1 rating, then it's all over with Upwork. You might get banned. You might not get a chance to work with another client again. Upwork's search engine might push you down to such an extent that you will never get a project again from Upwork. So yeah, it's extremely important. Your profile is like your shop here. So is your business, is your front-facing or customer-facing business. This has to be optimized to such a level that anyone looking at it is interested to work with you right away. So that is one of the most important points which we will cover today. Coming to what other sources of income I have, I'm active on Fiverr, as I said, but I've just opened a shop there and waiting for people to come. They do come sometimes and they don't. So it's again, I would say more of a waiting game or optimizing game, keyword analysis game, where I was able to hit 274 in some 5 or 6 months, I would say. And it's been going since then. Let's go back to what other sources I earn from. The most important source that I would reveal today is actually LinkedIn, right? So if you see, LinkedIn is a platform where you actually earn money, where there are people who are really, who can really be your prospects, and where you can actually earn, I would say if you're earning $5 on Fiverr, you will be earning $500 on LinkedIn. So that's the power of having LinkedIn at your disposal. So let's see what 3 ways we can use to earn money as a freelancer if we are trying to start today. So the first is Upwork. You can earn from other platforms, but I don't know about them honestly because I have never worked on them. But the ones I have worked on, I will shortly be sharing information about, and I will be helping you out with that. So let's talk about Upwork. How many of you? I'll just do a normal a random check on how many of you are actually on Upwork. I've just posted a question, so anyone who has an Upwork profile can say yes. All right, Aman has a profile. Anybody else, guys? I know others have, but are not replying. Please go ahead and reply if you have a profile, because it'll really be helpful. So Siddhant says, I have, and I have question. Yes, Siddhant, I know that you have a question. We will be discussing that right when we get started on Upwork. Shreya says no. Others, anyone who wants to say if they have? Deepa says no. There are other participants. I want to hear from you. Please be active. Roshni says, I have but never used it. Roshni, your account might get dormant. They might stop. They might stop the visibility on that account if you are not using. Yeah, sure, Raman. I will be sharing my Upwork profile link in the chat right away. All right, new question. So how many of you are into digital space or social media, content creation, or let's say copywriting space? How many of you are here in these four areas? It can be digital marketing, social media marketing, Instagram, email, whatsoever. And how many of you are into content creation, like videos, video editing, or picture photography, copywriting and stuff? Okay, Deepa says blogger, perfect. Shreya says I'm starting content creation. Siddhant says search engine marketing, Google Ads, perfect. I'm on Insta and YouTube, Samir, perfect. All right, others, can you simply type in beginner? That will make that will help me analyze. I would say the audience today, and will help me deliver. Anyone who's just starting out, does not have a profile or anything on related to freelancing, can type in beginner. Perfect. Apurv says beginner. Alifa says beginner. Syed says beginner. Right. Roshni says creative designer, photographer, and Instagram. Perfect. All right, let's proceed. So, how many of you have made your first $100 from the platforms? This is just to analyze the audience in a much more, I would say, better way, so that I can talk about money. So anyone who has actually, all right, Swati says 100 from freelancer, perfect. Woman says open a freelance industry, and which we would keep freelancers from different end, and our basic prospecting would be to encourage people, helping them get more. I'm stuck at how should I start? Okay, Aman. Right now I have almost $50 and counting. Perfect, Samir, good work. Alifa says nothing from freelancing, and Alifa has said that she's a beginner. That's fine, Alifa, you will be. All right. All right, that gives me an idea of the audience. So thank you guys for typing that in. Siddhant says, didn't find any job viable in Upwork and no single click on Fiverr. So, Siddhant, it's actually not the fault of the platform. It's our fault, and we will be discussing that. Okay. Yeah, the platform is never wrong because it's a proven platform from 2005, I guess. So it's not going to be wrong anytime soon. There are certain things that we miss and we later blame on others. So I'm not telling that you are blaming, but I'm telling that there could be some mistakes that we might be doing, and we will be working on that. So let's get started with Upwork. For content creators, let's see if we have any jobs available. So I'll simply go to Google and I'll search. Yeah, so if you see, there are ऐसा नहीं है कि jobs नहीं है. There are plenty of jobs which shows up when we are looking for content creation and stuff. We can search it here as well. Apply to jobs posted by client, and we will do a search. And we will see how many jobs are there. So there are 5,920 jobs just for content marketing, content creation, Instagram content creator, social media marketing specialist and stuff. So this is one agenda we are going to discuss on where we are getting less projects and how we are getting more projects and stuff. So content creation, we got almost 5,000 jobs average. Coming to Google Ads, Siddhant's topic, we will see Google Ads, 6,000 jobs. Okay, and we will do a little more of fiddling with the keywords. Yeah, Google AdWord, we have 5,900 jobs in total. A digital marketing expert, social media and content strategy. Then there are top 1%. Okay, chhod do. Bing ad specialist. Anyone knows Bing? Facebook ads specialist. SEO specialist. If anyone is, I had seen somebody has responded SEO. So yeah, so you can see that there are jobs. Siddhant says Google Ads is a beginner. Okay, that's fine. See, the client wants to work. ऐसा नहीं है कि he will not work with a beginner or he will work only with an expert. As long as you can give him results, he's more than happy. Okay. On let's see what others have told. So Insta and YouTube. So Insta, we already saw on Upwork that there are jobs available for Instagram profile hackers who can actually increase profile followers and build more engagement and stuff. So social media management, and then there is Instagram content creator. These are recently posted job, guys. So 36 minutes ago for Instagram post design and stuff. See, people are going on posting and going on posting. So ऐसा नहीं है कि job नहीं है. There are plenty of jobs available in any of the freelancing platforms out there. The problem lies with our portfolio or our profile and how we approach the clients. Okay, that is the most important part today. We will be discussing how to approach a client properly so that he starts to trust you. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. How many of you understand Hindi? How many of you don't? How many of you don't? Does everyone understand Hindi? Okay, perfect. I can. Perfect. Right, great. Deepa says no. Okay, that's fine. So I'll hardly use a word or two in Hindi, so Deepa, that's not going to be a problem. Okay, it's not that I completely will talk in Hindi or something. I just want to use a word or two where I miss the English words. So, all right. So it's not that there are no jobs available on freelancing platforms or something. It's actually how we are approaching on these platforms that makes a difference. Otherwise, do you really think of talking about my profile, I would have earned or I would have scaled my profile to this level that I am actually looking, I have started looking for projects outside of the platform sometimes, and I actually do it on LinkedIn pretty often. So, do you really think if there were no jobs, I would have made 10K from this profile? By any chance, anyone wants to answer this? Do you really think, आपको ऐसा लगता है क्या कि if I have a profile here and if people are not posting jobs, if I am not getting hired, I would have earned this money? So, what is it different that I am doing and that you are not able to? That is what we will be talking, so that we all stay in the same page and we build a community where we help scale each other and actually scale ourselves. So, if it sounds interesting, send a yes in the chat. If it is sounding interesting to you, then reply with a yes. That way, I know that you are hearing me. Perfect. I see a lot of yes. भाई लोग पहले कहाँ थे? कोई reply नहीं कर रहे थे. Okay, ठीक है. So let's begin. So coming to free Upwork, the most important thing here is your profile. The second most important thing is how you, I would say, bid, or how you post a proposal. Okay. With Fiverr, it's actually pretty simple. You have to have your gigs, keyword optimized gigs. And the second thing that you would want from Fiverr is you will have to choose a gig where there is no or less competition. Okay. So this is what actually makes the difference in Upwork and Fiverr. With LinkedIn, it's all about how good are you in terms of in terms of your work or in terms of your skill set. Okay, so if you have a proper skill set, if you have good outreach ideas, then you can actually get good amount of clients from LinkedIn. Anyone has tried reaching out to people on LinkedIn so far? Reply with a yes or no, guys. Have you ever tried approaching clients on LinkedIn? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that sets the expectation of today's workshop. We are already 40 minutes, but don't worry, it's sufficient to get it completed in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes or so. There are no breaks or something in between. So if you want to take one, you put yourself on mute and you go, you come back. You might lose a little bit of content, but let me know. I'll send out the recording once. If in case if you think you have missed something, I'll be more than happy to send out the recording. All right, so let's go back to where we were. So let's start our Upwork stuff. How do you actually submit a job proposal? So I had Shruti actually replied to me earlier saying, okay, I will share my profile and we will discuss on it. So Shruti, are you around? If you are, then we will start with your profile rather than mine. Let's see if Shruti is around. Siddhant, also, if you want to, it's completely fine. Siddhant, you can unmute yourself. That's completely fine. Okay, no problem, no problem. So Siddhant has some issues and will be connecting in 5 minutes. So that's fine. Let me start off with my profile in that case, and we will continue with Siddhant's at after 5 minutes or 10 minutes probably. So coming to, I would say, Upwork, how do you actually approach a client? So if you take a look at your own skill sets first and understand what skills you are good on or what you can actually sell to the customer. When I talk about selling to the customer, it's about your skill and not some product. Okay. So what skill sets can you actually sell to somebody who is actually looking for your services? So that is one of the most important part in your profile. So when you go to your profile settings and try to set it up, you will have the option of choosing what skill sets you want to portray in Upwork. When a client sees your profile, what it should what skill set should it be showing, and where you should be getting hired. So we will go to my profile and we will try to see what skill sets have I got and how we can improvise it, how we can improvise our own profiles. So if you guys are following me, simply go ahead and try visiting your profile and see your first paragraph here. Like, what have you written here? Is it really related to your related to your skill set? Or if it is simply a copied pasted article or something about you, or if you have simply mentioned, I would say, a few lines and have left it. So यहाँ पे this is the most important part where when a customer approaches you will see. Okay, so if you have submitted a bid somewhere and they go to your profile, they will actually see this part. So you get an option to choose which profile you want to show whenever you are bidding. So for example, we will do a live bid now and we will see it. So blog post, how to increase sales when business is slow. So let's say there was a blogger. Yeah, Deepa is a blogger. So Deepa, what will be your approach? Can you reply to this? You are a blogger. You might have idea about submitting a proposal to this. Don't worry about the budget. It's just for an example. Okay, I'm not asking you to bid on this or something because it is just $15. Uh, but what will be your approach when you are bidding on this profile, on this project? That's fine, Deepa, but can you just give us an idea of what would be a default way of submitting a proposal if you want to submit one? A simple small text is fine if, in the chat. If you don't want to talk, it's completely fine. So this person wants a blog post on how to increase sales when business is slow. He says, I would like a blog 500 to 1000 word on how small businesses can increase sales by outsourcing. The target audience is micro or small business owners in service-based industry. Needs to come across as knowledgeable but not too formal either. Link to the service of a virtual business manager. My web page is bravapro.com. Okay, let's see. Like to the fact that as a business manager, it is more than just cold calling. It is also support with strategy and account management. I attached a document that has a blog and I saw, which I liked as an example. So he has attached a document and he has given his website name. So he says, I would like a blog here, and this is a link that he wants us to follow and see if we can write something similar. He has given his own blog's link where he wants us to interlink that post. Yeah, let's check it out. So businessmanagementblog.com. This is the blog that he saw and he found it to be interesting. So You can go through this a little. It's written by Nitesh, seems to be from India. The ongoing COVID has impacted businesses. What could be the reason? Related case study. What can you do? Check your lead pipeline, how to get new leads, review your competition, customer feedback, set smart goals, and etc. And he has given a call to action here saying register now. So yeah, overall, this is a pretty good blog, I would say. And we will see on how this blog is written. So the customer's blog. What is a CRM tool? A CRM is an automated system. Okay, perfect. He wants us to interlink this page saying, all right, you could use a CRM or something. And this is the website. If you're looking for more clients, I've got some ideas that might help. Book a consultation call, social media systems, your time, your money, and your sanity. About Brava Pro. I'm John, the owner of Swindon-based Brava Pro. I work with clients from all over the UK, but I'm especially passionate. Okay, perfect. So, what all information did we get from this job post? Can anyone paste in the chat what other information you got about your potential customer in this job posting? Did you know the business owner's name? Reply with a yes or no. It's completely okay. Did you get to know the business owner's name? It says yes. Everyone, are you with me? If you are, then type in yes, because we actually got the name of the person. Okay. And we got the documents which we were able to analyze. And now we can approach saying, all right, hey, John, we can actually write the blog you want, or I can actually write the content that you need. And what should be a normal approach? So when you look at a job posting like this, first, the budget, $15 for 1,000 word is perfectly fine. I believe it's not cheap. Okay, it's a good amount that the customer is willing to pay, and it's not only $15. It's actually going to be more if you can woo the customer, or I would say if you can actually fascinate the customer with your word, or with your words, or with your magic. So if your content has magic to it, if you are actually a writer who writes pretty well, then you can easily woo the customer and actually earn $15 every article that you write for her. And that's just 500 to 1,000 words. Itna ek page ka hai, right? So when we see the profile, she has 5 out of 5 review out of 39 reviews. Okay, so 5-star rating on a client's profile. Out of 39 jobs she has posted, she has already spent $1,000. So do you think, how many of you think that you are going to be the next potential freelancer for this customer? If you are into content writing, how many of you think that this can actually be a potential customer to me? Reply with a yes or no if you are actually into content writing. Yep, Swati says I can be, and Deepa says yes. Do you think the money that she's giving is less, provided it's just for one article, but normal small business owners need 10 to 15 articles a month, or maybe at least 20, at least 10 a month, right? So 3 दिन में एक post normally हर कोई करता है. And if she's a small business owner, she's looking for a blog like this, then I'm pretty sure if she's fascinated, she will reach out to you for more. In such cases, don't you think this is going to be a potential customer where you can make your first $100 from? How many you will need to write? You will need to write 6 articles for her. It's pretty simple, 7 days, and you should be able to pull $1,000 out of her wallet. It's as simple as that. I'm not telling it in a bad way. I'm telling it in a good way. Okay. So clients pay those who I would say clients will only pay to people who are actually looking to grow her business. So if you are becoming a part of her success, then I'm pretty sure she's going to pay you more than what you uh, might have proposed. So just an example of it would be a recent, I would say, bonus which I received from one of my clients. I'll show you. Yeah, more can be expected. Correct, Swati, you are right. So anyone can actually, I would say, expect more from her once she feels happy about the first article you have written. So yeah, here is a example of what happened. So if you see this contract, it was just for around, it was an hourly contract, so there is no such fixed price shown. But yeah, if you take a look at the total amount I have charged the user, it was roughly around $200 or $300, I think. We'll go to, yeah, our contracts. So this was the contract for John. His name is also John, by the way. So we will see how much we benefited from this customer alone. And so roughly around 4 hours or $100 I have charged him till date. Okay. So yeah, more than that actually, 4 hours and 20 minutes. But yeah, that's fine. So it was just about $100 that I charged the user. But if you see his message, he actually paid me a bonus of $50. He was so happy with the work that I gave him that he actually said, "Hey, I want you to keep the contract open, and in case I need you, that'd be fine." And I said, "Yes, that is completely fine." And he gave me a $50 of bonus. So I got 50% of what I actually charged him just as a bonus. So don't you think if you bring value to a customer like this, they will always thank you or pay that or I would say thank you with a bonus? People actually do. They do that in the US and UK or Canada and stuff. They actually send you bonus if they feel happy about you, and if they don't, then they simply go ahead and give you a 1 star. Okay, if you suck at what you are doing. So you have to be very specific. So you can actually go ahead and put in a job request on this. I will not do that because it's unrelated to my niche. But we will take an example of one of the skill sets or one of the posting that actually has my skills necessary. So we will actually post a job, and we will actually post a proposal, and we will see if we are getting a response by tomorrow. Let's see. Indian attorney. Yeah, I always use the search. It's much more easier. And then I can actually go ahead and choose the experience level, the hourly or fixed price contracts, number of proposals. This is an advanced way of looking for jobs, but I'm pretty sure anyone on Upwork already knows this. What you can do is you can choose only payment verified profiles. That way you are not going to waste your time. This is the first thing that you should do whenever you are looking for jobs in the advanced mode. You should select payment verified. That way you will not waste time. And that is also not true that if the client has payment verified, they will hire you. Okay, so it's just that you will approach someone who already has a history on Upwork and has actually paid somebody else. So once we select this, we will then go ahead and try to give our category, like what category of job are you looking for, or you can search here using a normal search term. So I will use email and I'll search. Organize emails and file them. I don't want to do that. digital marketing and email, welcoming users to new application by emailing them. So this guy has posted a job which matches my skill but does not match my budget and is from India. I don't work with Indian clients anymore. I simply avoid working with Indian clients because I have had enough of it earlier. I'm not saying that every Indian client is bad. Okay, it's completely dependent on you. If you want to, you can, but I don't prefer, and that's why I don't. Right. Someone says mail-based training setting. I need it. I need setting if SendGrid. I need to know the limitation of mailwares. Please tell me more advanced information of mailwares. And this is a payment verified person. He has renewed the job 1 hour ago, but the budget is less. We will actually submit a proposal here, and we will charge him more than this. We'll be asked the following questions. And he has 2 reviews and 0 out of both. So we will first see if he has completed. Yeah, there was no feedback given in one case. And he has the other jobs in progress. Actually, they are still not closed. So we know that the customer is already paying people. Okay, so there are 6 hours billed for 10 or 10 per hour. That is almost 60 to $70. यहाँ पे 2.83 hours is for 3 per hour. यहाँ पे 1 hours completed 6 per hour. यहाँ पे 5.7, almost 20, and so on. So the customer has spent roughly $100, I believe, and that's completely fine. We can still go ahead and quote our price. So we will revert to this, and since there are no feedbacks given, we don't know the customer's name. It's a little difficult to write, but not impossible. Okay, so we will keep it very simple. It requires 2 connects, so I have 188 connects left in my bin, and it's completely fine to use too. Upwork works in this connect model, so you will have to buy these connects every month end. Whenever you are starting to bid more, you will have you'll need more of these connects to actually propose your on your projects. Yeah, so the customer says I need setting if SendGrid. I need to know the limitations of mailwares. Tell me more advanced information of mailwares. Client's budget is $15, and I want to bid $50 here, just to talk with him for an hour or so. And I would say, hey, dear client, I'm Vishwajit. I am an email marketer for the last 7 years and have delivered multiple mailwares platform services. So this is pretty much laser pointed to what the user wants from us. He wants to know the limitation of mailwares and some advanced information on mailwares. I've just responded saying I'm an email marketer for the last 7 years and I've delivered multiple mailwares platform services. I see that you have a query about SendGrid and mailwares and how they work together. Simply say, I'm sure I'll be able to help you on this, as this is my core expertise. I am available for a call whenever. All right, I'm available for a call anytime. How does your calendar looks like? And this is just the question that I left the proposal with an open-ended question. Okay, he has to reply saying, "Hey, my calendar looks like this. I'm available for a call on this day and this time." It is extremely important, guys, that you leave a question back to your client in Upwork or any other platform, because if you are not leaving a question to them, it's simply good to know information and they can ignore. But if you are leaving a question, 90% of the time, people actually come back responding to that question saying, okay, you know what, I'm available during this window, and can we get on a call during this window? Your sole agenda on Upwork should always be about providing service and never money. Okay, so you should never chase money on Upwork. You should always chase service. You should always be talking about good service. Money will flow. I'm pretty sure money will flow because it has flown for people I have worked with, for me, and people I have known. Okay, so that case, we will be always in a position where the client, we know that the client might approach. So he says, do you have any questions about the job description? You can say no, not at the moment. But while we speak over the call, again, you are asking the customer to get on a call with you. Okay, this is just a simple way of asking the client to get on a call with you. Not at the moment, but while we speak over the call, I am sure I will come across some and I will ask you. Okay, do you have suggestions to make this project run successfully? I would say, oh, absolutely. I do have, or you can say I have worked on multiple similar projects so far, and I would love to implement the ideas or implement the we can say strategies that I learned from those services. Why do you think you're a good fit for this particular project? As you can say, I feel that I can easily take this project and make it a success for you. How do you, why do you apply to this particular job? You can say email is what I have been doing as a bread and butter for more than 7 years, and I take pride in delivering results, and I love talking numbers. So I'm telling the user that I'm actually confident that I can wrap this thing up if you give the project to me. Which of the required job skills do you feel you're strongest at? So you can say I am strong on concepts like server administration, or you can make a point-wise stuff going on here like server administration. Then you can say PHP and MySQL skills. And then you can say SMTP services. And we forgot something, guys. We forgot about SendGrid, okay? So you can say, you can revert saying SendGrid is also a nice email platform. However, I have a few others in mind that works better than SendGrid. Okay. So how many of you think this is an actual way of applying to this job? Reply yes if you are still listening, if you are still around, or no if you think this is not the right way. Siddhant says, sir, my niche is Google Ads. Ha, bhai, Siddhant, we will work on Google Ads next, okay? I just showed you this because I wanted to write an actual proposal in front of you. So I have written $50 for this, just for an hour of working. But if the user says, okay, you install Mailwiz for me, I'll be charging him $25 or $35 an hour, okay, because that is my profile rate. So last time my profile rate, if Naveen and others have joined this season 2, so last time if they have seen, it was 25, and my job success was at 95%, but now it is 30 per hour. I have increased the pricing because I again hit 100% job success yesterday. Okay. So I have just given the price for this training. Hardly will take an hour, and I'm getting almost 3,500 rupees. So that's perfectly fine, I guess. And I'll submit the proposal, and I will accept the terms and conditions, without which we can't do anything on Upwork, obviously. And done. We have actually posted. I'll let you know if I actually get a response from the user in a day or by tomorrow. But that is what, or that is how it is, and that is how we should actually be mentioning, or how we should be reverting on a project on Upwork. It has to be a very laser focused on what the user wants, because see, customer is king. Okay, if you are giving something to the king and saying, hey, you know what, this can work better, he will say, no, I'm not interested. I am interested in something that I know I want to I want and something that he thinks that it will work, right? So Mailwiz is a email platform. Most of you might not know it, I know it. So I have responded on it, because if you see my email profile, I actually do Motic, Sendy, Mailwiz, and these platforms. I work on them. So that is why I have worked, have responded. But that is what it is. Anything, if we are talking about Google Ads, like Siddhant wants us to, I unfortunately don't have the profile to bid on Google Ads, but I'll use Siddhant's profile. He actually pinged me. Yeah, we will use this one. Siddhant from Guwahati, perfect. And English, इसको भाई fluent कर दो पहली बात. People don't want a marketer who speaks conversational English, especially from the US and Canada region. Okay, if you are looking for international clients, this has to change to fluent. They will not work with a conversational marketer by any chance in the US. Dollar rate अपना बढ़ा लो, 10 कर दो, $7. See, don't be too cheap on Upwork, because the people here are literally very legitimate, and they know what to target. See, except this data entry and stuff, $3-4 तो रखना ही नहीं है, सीधा 10 के ऊपर बात करो. Okay, Siddhant is astounding to work. See, make use of emojis. Okay, if you see my profile, I make use of a lot of emojis and icons on my profile. Make use of them. It's very powerful if you are using tick marks like this and then stars like this. So your review can actually have stars like this. You could have said यहाँ पे 5 star लगा के, Siddhant is astounding to work and is so passionate about digital marketing. We work together for a few clients, and इसके बाद लिखते हैं कि this is what my client says. Okay, this is what my client says. And then you could have started, in today's digital economy, these are bullshit, don't give this. Okay, ये सब देना ही नहीं है कि digital marketing can do wonders and stuff. It's not at all necessary to give stuff like this. जिसको digital marketing में interest है, जिसको job लेना है, he already knows what digital marketing is, and he will come to you asking for your service. So don't ever give them this is digital marketing, this is what the digital economy can do. It's completely irrelevant, okay, to the topic. You have to be very relevant, laser focused and sharp when you're talking to your customers in the, especially in the US, in the overseas, I'm talking about. India mein to kuch bhi chalta hai. But if you're talking to your overseas customers, it has to be laser focused. Whatever they need, they should find on your project, on your profile. So if you see, I intend to deliver the highest quality standards. I am a certified vulnerability remediation management specialist with more than 7 years of experience in Linux, scanning vulnerabilities, web app like WordPress. I started as a system admin and learned my way from there. Below listed are my skills. I do intrusion testing, I do cPanel and server stuff, I do WordPress stuff, I do email marketing, I do cold email outreach and stuff. I have knowledge on MySQL, Aurora and stuff. It's a lot better if you are adding professional certifications in your skill. I have added my certifications too. So it's always recommended that you have certifications on your profile. Yes, to Alifa. That's a good question. Thank you. And then I have mentioned some of the reviews that I got, and I have simply assured them saying, hey, you know what, if you work with me, I'll work with a consistency, hard work, and honesty with you. So this is just an assuring line that I have left at the end saying this is what I am. And the picture of my profile is very crystal clear when a client comes and takes a look at it. So Siddhant, we will sit together and we will fix this most probably tomorrow. Don't worry. But yeah, this is, I don't give all these. This will not work. Okay, so to others also, whoever are trying to build a profile on Upwork, be laser sharp and focused when you are talking to your customers, and you can actually earn. One more thing is don't jump into two niches. Okay, so if you are, you have to build a niche within your niche. So if it is Facebook, stick to Facebook or stick to Instagram. If it is Google, stick to Google and scale yourself from there. When you scale up to $1,000 or $2,000, then you can upskill it, saying, all right, I know Facebook also, and then you can go as a complete digital marketing strategist, or you can say digital marketing consultant. But start small, start slow, start small, and then scale. That should be the agenda. And ये $5 का भाई इसको निकाल दो. It's not needed. You will get your Google ad campaign set up, managed and organized. So I'm happy that you have given a lot of certifications here. It's very good because anyone looking at this, all right, ये तो certificate नहीं है, but still it says verified by Upwork, so I think it's fine. So yeah, what you can do is you can leave certifications here. It's very fine to do that. The other thing that you always should do as a team is if you have people working with you, or I would say who are your peers or your colleagues or your friends, they can leave you endorsements here on your profile. Okay, this is very important. I have not received yet. I have raised in the year 2020, but yeah, I did not care because I was still able to scale. But for a new profile today, I would always recommend you have endorsements. Okay, because if you have endorsements that comes from LinkedIn and stuff, so whenever you fill this form and you send, Upwork will send an email to the person, जिसका यहाँ पे email address दोगे, and once he accepts it, this will actually he can actually write in a message to you, and that will show up here. So it's as good as leaving a review without getting a project. Okay. So build it. I would honestly say, Siddhant, your profile has a lot of potential. Thoda sa, you have to fiddle around so that you can build it properly and then scale. Don't think like by aaj 1000 kama lunga, kal 4000 ho jayega. That is a wrong approach. I'm not telling that you are doing it, but that is what people think when they come to freelancing. Don't have that approach. Focus on giving values, and the money will skyrocket from there. Next, coming to project catalog, we need to have a project catalog. We need to have a portfolio, just like my case, I keep posting one every 1 or 2 months saying I did this project, I did that project, and it's completely fine to be slow here. It's you can have your own website and stuff showing up and say, hey, you know what, I did this project for this client, or I did this project for myself, and people will still see it and respect it. This is my own profile, this is my own website, and I said this is what the results were earlier, and this is where I took my results to. So somebody looking at this profile will actually know that I can work on WordPress optimization projects, and they can still give me the project if they are looking at my profile. Okay. The next thing that we should, yeah, this is a project catalog, but there is no portfolio. So what you could have done is mention a portfolio. See, you might be a beginner, but you can always do your own testing, right? So you can run a campaign for yourself or on for some business for free. You can say, by you can talk to any of your friends who actually own a business, saying, hey, I want to run an ad for you. I'll spend 1,000 rupees of my own and I'll run an ad. If you're getting any benefits, you leave me a review. There is no harm in spending 1,000 rupees today, and that will still help out for your portfolio. So that is something that is really important when you are looking to freelance. Without a portfolio, you are as good as a knife that is not sharp. Okay, so if you're trying to be sharp, you have to have your blade sharpened also. In such cases, a portfolio will come in handy. Then you have the skills. Yours is good here. I saw that. Uh, you've given a lot of skills that might be matching, but again, go ahead and clear most of them, which does not make sense, because a person who is just beginning out, it's a lot better if you have only one micro laser focused niche that you work on until earning $1,000 or $2,000, and then you can say, hey, I actually upscaled, and this is what my skill set is. And Upwork will still respect that, and it will show your skill sets to viable clients. Okay. All right. So coming back to your employment history, this should be clear, which is there on your profile already. That is good. Other experiences you can leave here if you want to. Otherwise, you can ignore it. And that completes your profile completely. Okay, and that is how you should have your profile if you are on Upwork, especially. On Fiverr, there is a different way to optimize it, and we will be discussing it today very shortly in the next 2-3 minutes. So anyone else who wants to share your profile for me to review it? Message. Thank you so much. You are welcome, Siddhant. We will get that fixed. Don't worry, and we will be able to scale your profile. Digital marketing is a hot selling cake today, so it sells pretty crazily. Okay, since there are no other questions, we will move on to Fiverr on how to have your gigs placed correctly and how to increase revenue from here. Siddharth, ping me your Fiverr profile. Na? We will do a check on that. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I need to have some water. You give me just a minute more. All right, I'm back. Thanks. So let's see this gig here. Yep. Yeah, this is a good one. Not getting enough leads from your Google search ad campaign. Unhappy with your campaign performance. Is your ad appearing at the bottom of the SERP? This gig is an effective remedy. Perfect. How can I help in fixing the problem? Ad audit. Okay. Campaign optimization. I'll prepare a report and work on the factors. Currently, if your eyes are on my gig, it's time for us to get in touch. I actually checked this yesterday, and this is actually good. This is definitely 98% success, but not 100% guarantee. Remove this line because people who want to work with you need they don't need a guarantee, but they don't want to hear that there is only a 98% success also. Okay. It's like you are saying, okay, you can work with me, but I can't promise anything. So remove this line. They don't want to hear this line at all. Like you don't need to say that 100% I'll do this, but you don't also need to say that there is only 98% chance by hua to hua, nahi to nahi. Okay. And the second one, what 98% conversion rate, that means I guarantee any, doesn't mean my job is to draft a campaign. ये remove कर दो यार. These are not good points. Fact Q2 for a giveaway. What you can do, yesterday I was telling, right, that I have some points to discuss with you. So what you can do is you can actually be a little more clear in terms of how much ad spend a person can do with this gig. So you can say like, hey, for $5 I can do an ad setup, and I will help you spend up to $100, let's say, and I will charge you $10 for it. So that's just a 10% commission that I'll be charging. And with the standard plan, you can say you can spend up to $500, but I'll charge only $30 or $40 or $50, and so on. So people love to see numbers. If they are seeing numbers, then I'm pretty sure these will start converting. Okay, if you don't mind, can you send us a screenshot of how your impression looks like? If you get how many impressions you're getting, and what exactly it's looking like. This page will show you the impressions. Yeah, sure. Okay, we have one more profile to look at. Anvesha, you need to clear this. Okay, so this has a grammatical mistake, I believe. These articles can the form of reported pieces, service pieces, and listicles, how to's and stuff. You will have to optimize this. People don't want to hear jargons like service pieces or reported pieces, listicles, and stuff. Make it very simple. I'll write an article into this topic or that topic and stuff, and go niche level. Like you cannot be a writer in every topic. Okay, just like Deepa said earlier. Deepa, can you repeat what topics do you write on? I believe you had pasted it in the chat. I'm gonna check that. Interview questions. See, this is a niche level work that she's doing. So you can have a niche like I'll write lifestyle articles, or I'll write recipes. I'll write education based articles, or I will write dog articles, cat articles. Anything is good, but a niche has to be there. You cannot be a writer in every topic. Like you cannot be a lawyer and a doctor at the same time, right? So you have to go niche level. And if we talk about what niche level people what people are doing who are actually in a niche level are we will see right now. So dog articles, let's see. For example, she's a level 2 seller, okay, and she's writing only I'll write dog articles and pet blog. So she's writing only pet articles. 87 reviews है 5 star rating के हर में $10-20 कमाया होगा तो she has already made $870 out of this Fiverr. Okay, the same goes with anybody who is writing on dog and stuff. See, 342 reviews. That means 342 orders. If each is at $5, you do the calculation. He has already crossed the $1,500 mark. So it has to go at a very deep level of niche when we're talking about. It can be a micro niche. It can be a long word and stuff. Okay, Siddharth has responded with the analytics. That is completely fine. We will see our food blog. Okay, food blog writer. I'll write travel or food blog post, and she's got 51 reviews, each at $20. So she has made $100 already. And if we talk about SEO, okay, I'll write your next food and drink blog. 43 orders, each at 25. Do the calculation. It's almost around, I would say, $1,000. यहाँ पे 994 orders, each at $15. So that way, if we talk about, we are already, I would say, getting more than roughly around $9,000, $10,000 out of Fiverr just by choosing a niche and not being broad. Okay, if we are becoming very broad, there are situations where I would say we might not be making that many orders compared to what we will make if we go to a niche level, right? You can what you can do is, Anvesha, you can actually make each of these gig, like you can have 6 odd gigs in your profile, if I'm not wrong. What you can do is you can have 6 gigs which has one topic in each. Like I'll write mental health or anxiety level blogs. Next, you can say I'll write lifestyle, wellness, and literature blog. Next, you will say I'll write cooking blogs and stuff. So people look how people search on Fiverr is when they come in, they use this find services search engine, and they will simply say pet dog, and then you should see a pet dog related stuff. Someone wants an article related to marriages. Okay, marriages article. Okay, someone comes in and says, hey, you know what, I want to write an article about let's say Hyderabad. यहाँ पे भी देखो 2 मिल गए. I'll write viral article up to 500 words, and though Hyderabad is not a keyword, it's still ranking because he says I'm Rahela from Hyderabad. Okay, and that is in Pakistan, Sindh, by the way. So people don't come looking in for saying content writer, cheap or expensive or something. They will search what they want. So for example, in our case, they want an ebook writer, as simple as this. They will write ebook writer. And if you are showing up on the first page, there is a high chance that you will be hired. Like in my case, I have one gig which ranks on page one. Yeah, so Generate Press. I'll install Generate Press lifetime updatable theme and plugin. So I've got 10 orders out of it because this is ranking on the first page. This person has 5 or 6 services together, so he's got 100. I give only one, so I've got 10. And then some people have 2, 3, and they still have got 2 or 3 orders. Some have got 20 orders and such. But staying on page one is important on Fiverr. Deepa, can you visit my website? Yes, please. Please ping your website here and we will review that next. Perfect. Thanks. So that is the key. And coming to competition, content writers have the, I would say, largest competition on Fiverr compared. You will literally be seeing 25,000, 30,000 gigs here. So unless you go niche level, micro niche level, you will not be able to earn from Fiverr. Google Ads also the same case. There are 7,000, I would say, services available. So how do you go micro niche? Anyone who is a digital marketer or a SEO analyst will already know how to go with a long tail search. But that is what I would advise everyone, whoever is seeing a lot of competition in their main niche. You should in your main niche you should always go long tail. So how do you go long tail? People actually use phrases when searching. Okay, they don't use keywords. Keywords are used by search engine like Fiverr ka search engine, Upwork ka search engine. They use keywords. What people use to search is actually a phrase and not a keyword. And that is the magic, guys. When you start optimizing your keyword, your gigs for phrases, you actually start getting more hits on your gigs. Okay, if you see this article here, turn your podcast or YouTube content into a blog post. Don't you think this is a pretty long I would say keyword? But we will search on this one now. I'll turn your audio. I will तो पहले से ही होता है. We will use only this one. Turn your audio or video into a blog post, and I'll do a search. There are only 1440 services. Okay, when we talk about this, then a customer might say, okay, मेरे को $5 में ही चाहिए. So he will put in a filter here. There are only 650 services left, and then he will say, I want only local sellers, for example. तो ये कम होकर 37 पे आ गए. Don't you think you can land on the first page out of 37 if you go to a long tail level or to a micro niche level? How many of you think you can actually rank on the first page if you use the long tail method on Fiverr? If you're already on Fiverr, say yes, we can, or no, we cannot. So a good example for Siddhant, because he's a Google Ads specialist in our workshop today. We will use his use case, and we will see if we can help him rank on page one. Okay, so he says, excuse me, he says, I'll audit and optimize your Google AdWords PPC campaign. Instead of this, you do this. I will generate leads from Google search ad campaign. Okay, for example, we'll search on this one. Bhai, we got back to 20,000. We were almost at 27,000. So we will further go ahead and optimize this. Leads, generate leads from Google Ads. Sorry. We got back to 13,000. Okay, from 20,000 we are now at 13,000. इसको further refine करते हैं. Generate more leads from Google Ads. We got back to 5,000. Okay. यहाँ पे अभी ads को हटा के I'll put ad word and test. Siddhant, do you see some magic happening here now? Siddhant, we will wait for your response on chat. Do you see things working out now? Don't you think you will land jobs this way in a much more sure way? Okay, and generate more leads के जगह पे generate को हटाते हैं अभी. Get करते हैं, get more leads from Google AdWords. Okay, it's almost the same, 3,000, 2,000. It's fluctuating between that. So 28.99 services are available, out of which we can actually further refine it. If we take a look at 2 or 3 ads, I'll help you generate more PPC leads. We can add PPC. This is a good one. From PPC or Google Ads. 4,000. Okay. PPC is a high rated keyword that's going up. Google AdWords and PPC. Okay, 4,000. PPC आते ही 4,000 हो जा रहा है. So we will ignore PPC for now. We will use something else. Google AdWords or Google Ads. 6,000. Okay, it increased actually. Generate more leads. Generate more. Yeah, so sticking to 2,900. So yeah, you got the point in this case. So this is how you can actually benefit by doing long tail. Okay, generate more leads from. Let's remove from, and we will say using Google Ads, and we will test. Yeah, 2,400 तक आ गया सिद्धांत. Okay, we are now up to 2,400 out of 20,000 that we had. Okay, number of searches. So when somebody goes down to this level and actually places a budget or any other filter, you will start showing up. यहाँ पे एक top rated seller है. See, he has a simple line saying I'll Google AdWord campaign setup. He did not use proper grammar, and it's not that he does not know English. He knows it pretty well. He has optimized his gig for keyword ranking. Okay, because I'll Google AdWord campaign setup. A person can still understand it. Yes, it has. Search tags has impact on Fiverr. It does. So anything that you're writing here also has impact. So taking a look at the top rated seller's profile, he has 129 reviews and 1 order in queue. So far, he is a top rated seller here. He has very clear pictures and stuff, which is very good. Then he says Google AdWord is the #1 tool when your results right now. You have a great product or service and you need an effective ad campaign. I create and manage more than, this is very important. He has given an intro about himself saying, I create and manage Google Ads. It's not a simple intro, but it's very close or very related to the niche. He says, I create and manage Google Ads for large, mid and small businesses. Perfect. He says, I am a certified AdWord expert with more than experience of 12 years. Fine. Then he says, I'll analyze ad copy and keywords of your competitors and stuff, which you also have written, Siddhant, in our case. with this gig, he's being very specific about his gig right now. With this gig, I'll set up a Google ad campaign tailored to your needs, generate traffic that is more likely to convert. This is one of the best ways to say कि भाई guarantee नहीं है. Okay, Siddhant, I hope you're getting this one. Everyone, if you are getting this, revert with a yes in the chat. Okay. He says that is more likely to convert. It's very beautifully written, saying I don't give any guarantee on this service. Okay. And he then says lower cost and increase conversion. Perfect. Google ad campaign will contain campaign setup, structure and settings, search and negative keyword, converting ad copy, bid and budget setup, location and demographics, ad scheduling, household income targeting, if available, Zoom meeting to go over your advert campaign whenever applicable. This is, I would not recommend writing this line on Fiverr because they might kick you if they see that you are using a profile, you are using an application outside of Fiverr. Anifa, it will not be right if you don't have it on your profile, but you still want to bid. It is completely fine. But to convert that customer, you actually need proof. And when I say proof, it can be your portfolio, it can be your skill set or previous reviews. Anything will work. If you are just beginning out, I would not recommend you to post here and there. Rather, focus on only one niche, build your profile according to that niche, so that you search, so that you show up on the first page. So Upwork also has a search engine like this, like Fiverr. People actually come in here and actually search using talent. So I will say I need a Mautic developer and I will hire professionals. So I'm a client, for example, I'm searching for people who have Mautic skills. So in such cases, your profile should show up here. Mine was showing, but unfortunately it is not no more showing, okay? Because I changed my profile text and stuff. But this is what it is. If you are not showing up on this search, then there is a high chance that you might not get hired. So building your profile is very, very important on both Upwork and Fiverr. And once you have your profile ready, you can most probably go ahead and apply anywhere you want to. Got a message, and let's check. I hope it's yeah, see. I told you about sending a proposal, right? We got a response from the same customer. If I want to send mass email without warm up any, there are few services like Elastic Email, Amazon SES, and other privately sold SMTPs that we can use for sending emails without warming up. Yes, I want to make the customer sure if the bounce rate is well below the limit. So I'm saying that if the bounce rate is well below the limit, then these services will apply. Otherwise, these will not work. Okay. So that is the power of prospecting, guys. When you write a proper prospecting proposal, then I'm pretty sure the customer responds. Okay. His job description has $15, but I'm pretty sure if I'm getting hired, I'll charge him more than $300 at least, because if he's asking me to set up MailWiz and stuff, I will obviously be charging $200 for that, and then I will be charging the other amount that I want for guiding him or for a meeting with him. So I again am leaving with an open-ended question here, saying what niche are you in, so I can better guide you. So that sometimes people get a response and then they try looking for these online, and they think that they can set it up themselves and enjoy. That is not the case. When you write a question to them saying, "Hey, what niche are you in? I can help you in a better way." And that's when they say, okay, this person knows more than me, and I'll take the guidance from him. That is very important in prospecting, especially if you feel that you are inferior to your client, the client will never convert. Okay, that is very important. You are the master here because you know what you have to say and how to take it forward. If you think, no, I'll do whatever the client says, it will not work. So Fiverr, we will complete here. We will do some more examples tomorrow if you're joining, but today I think we will run out of time if we talk about Fiverr more. But I believe you got the point. I answered your question, Alifa, and any other question? Perfect, Deepa. Thank you. Please open an account on Upwork. Feel free to ask for an endorsement. And if needed, anyone, if you need an endorsement or something, guys, I'm more than open to give you on LinkedIn or any other platform, and that will really help you. Okay, it's a good practice. If you are staying or if you are sticking to my community, we do have this endorsement exchange programs where we will do endorsement exchange like this, where people will give you a recommendation and where you will recommend others and help each other grow. So that is very important when you are trying freelancing. Okay. Next, we come to LinkedIn. LinkedIn में पैसे कैसे कमाते हैं? That is a question that everyone almost asks me, saying how to earn from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a professional social network, and people don't really fuss here, or people don't come here to chit chat and spend time. They come here to build or make money. So either they build their profile and then they start bringing in followers or send ads and stuff, send in mails to other viable recruiters, or it could be a set of business owners that communicate and stuff. So how can we go ahead and use LinkedIn to our benefit? So if you see, I'll show you my PayPal account. I keep receiving a little money here and then on Razorpay and stuff. So we can actually make money from LinkedIn. It's not at all impossible. I'll just give you an example of how my profile looks like. It looks ugly because there is a lot of money going out as well. I spend a lot on various online tools and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I do receive money on PayPal sometimes. Otherwise, it's Wise or any other app that people use in the US. So let me log out from here. Log in here. Yeah, so let's do a past 90 days. Yeah, I got $195. It's not a very big amount we are talking about in the past 90 days, but I've actually got more than that. Money out is nearly $1,000 because I make a lot of payment for my company and stuff. But yeah, this is what it is. I do receive a lot of money from other places also. Like I've got around 38,000 from my websites and stuff. So this is building an ecosystem around your freelancing portals, around LinkedIn and stuff. It's not that difficult to build it. It does take time, but many of us before or prior to the I would say a workshop asked me how to build an ecosystem about freelancing, how we can go ahead and start making consistent money without getting into an income roller coaster, right? This is how you build it. You have to build your ecosystem so that by kal salary bhi khatam ho jaye, na milna shuru ho, then you can still go ahead and keep on making money, and that is where it counts. So if you talk about this, I'll say past 90 days. And this is how my payment gateway looks like, guys. So just for consulting and any other stuff, I charge 499 for a 2 hour consulting. I charge 1000 for maybe 5 hours or for 4 day ka hota hai, lekin 1 hour per day ka hota hai. So similarly, there are other websites that make payments to my Razorpay account and stuff. This is one of my websites that I own. I actually own more than 15 of these and 15 of different niches, but this is what it is. This has alone made around 30,000 in the past 3-4 months, which is good. I have spent 4,000 or 5,000 on Google ads, but earned almost 6 times the value of ad spent. So it's very good. And then there are people who go ahead and pay me. Sometimes I pay a few of them. I do a lot of outsourcing work, so a lot of advertising and outsourcing. Suppose I get a project on Upwork for $1,000 and I know that I cannot invest that time for getting the money. I simply come back to Fiverr and I actually outsource it. I have done that many times and it works. If you build an ecosystem of proven freelancers, it actually works. जैसे मेरे पास कुछ freelancers हैं जो मेरे साथ maybe पिछले 2-3 साल से काम कर रहे हैं. Like this lady is from Ukraine. I have gave her around 3 orders on this account itself. Okay, and for $21 or $22, I actually have earned more than, let's say, $300 from these 3 orders. Okay, because I charge $100 just for Thrive theme installation and stuff. She does that she does that for me for $5, and I get the benefit of $95. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You can outsource, you can automate this thing. So let's come back to LinkedIn, Upwork or Fiverr को close करते हैं पूरा. In LinkedIn, you need to have a skill set. You need to have a portfolio, and you should be able to respond to the users on time. How do you find clients here? It's a very simple strategy. Let's say Deepa wants to write blogs, and she's looking for someone who will hire her for writing blog. Okay, I would say writer, content writer recommendation. This is a basic term I searched, and let's see the results. I'll do the all filter and I'll simply see who are the connection. Filter by people, filter by content. Okay, perfect. यहाँ पे I'll come to post and click post so that I make it really simple. यहाँ पे बोल रहा है did you mean content writer recommendation? I'll say yes, but I'll do that after I go ahead and search what is showing up in the recommendation only. Okay, I'll look for recommendations also, but maybe later. All right, 3 hours. Shivangi says a friend of mine is looking for a content writer with good command over English. The candidate have prior knowledge of career placement. Perfect for Deepa, I will say here. And technology would be preferred. Kindly help him with your recommendation. You may drop samples and contact number in my DM. It'll be forwarded. Okay, perfect. I'll find her on LinkedIn. I see she's from Pune. She's a good number of followers. I have a mutual friend of mine, but I'll not use him to get information on her. There are a lot of Google Chrome extensions that you can use. Most of them are free. Some of them charge you. Some of them are on a lifetime deal for 3,000, 4,000 rupees if you want to invest. You can have a tool like this. I use Zero, and I can go ahead and I can actually find her. It says email nahi hai iska totally, but I can still go ahead and look for her on the internet. Okay, public speaking coach. She's a public speaking coach. A company is linked saying Amdocs, and I'm seeing her about. I started my training program for English, job placement, mindset coaching, and stuff. Okay, so she might be available on the internet. I'm pretty sure if she's a mindset coach or something. We can always look for her information wherever we want to. Twitter में है, देखते हैं if we get information. Okay, YouTube है. In YouTube, you already know that we can get an email, right? About में जाना है, view email address, not a robot, submit. We got an email. Okay. Next approach, you have to write an email to them with your portfolio. भाई लोग किस किस के पास portfolio नहीं है? Who does not have a portfolio till date? If you are getting into freelancing, you have to have a portfolio. Without a portfolio, it will never work. Okay, you need to have a very beautiful portfolio. You can build one for free on canva.com. You can use canva.com, build your portfolio for free without paying a dime. Swati, you build one portfolio, please. It's very much recommended. And once you have her email, you will need to write her an email now. Let's ask Anvesha. Anvesha, would you mind writing an email to this, or maybe Deepa, can you write an email to her with your portfolio, with your previous written articles, and say, hey, you know what, I am a writer and I'm very much interested to write for you. A good template for that I'll give you. I actually had given it to Anvesha last time. She joined us in the last window also. And one more tool that you should be investing on, guys, is this write in box. It costs $1 currently, okay, on AppSumo. You create an account here on appsumo.com. It currently is costing $1 the last time I saw. Yeah, here it is, $1. Iska benefit kya hai? Do you know what is the benefit of this? It will let you see who opened your email or who did not. So you will get how many times an email was opened. You can schedule it for later. You can connect it with your CRM and stuff. So if you don't have this, you get this right away. Especially if you are a Gmail user, okay? Gmail or G Suite user, you get this AppSumo ka write in box ka deal right away. Spend $1, it will not break your bank at any cost, but it will give you a lot of insights about how your email works. Like if you're sending an email like this, you will see how many times the person actually opened the email, if you clicked on any links inside and stuff. And Anvesha already has this tool. Deepa, I would recommend, if you are sending cold outreach, you have this tool with you. Okay, this will help you out. And then we will see if I can get you a template which you can use. I have a lot of templates that I use for my own business. But yeah, let's see if we can. Deepa, can you send me your email address? I actually have given the a template already to Anvesha, but I'll give it to you again. Just send me your email on the chat box. I believe she got disconnected or something. Okay, take it. So it's going to be as simple as let's see if I have a template. I'll do a meeting demo request and I'll simply press this once more. This won't work. I'll do a cold email. So Shivangi needs a content writer. Shivangi actually does not need a friend of her needs. Okay. So when you are sending an email, it has to be very specific with her first name first. So Shivangi, You have to say, hi Shivangi, I am so and so. I am, let's say, Anvesha in our case. She's a content writer too. And you don't need to mention, I work at this company or that company. You can simply say, and I have more than 2 years of working experience into the field of content marketing or creation. Whatever suits perfectly is fine. I've become familiar with you and your work. You have to add a little butter to this, saying I have become familiar with your profile from long and I have been following your profile. You can follow her just right away. It's fine. And then you can say, I think I'll be a good fit for the open position that you have on your LinkedIn profile. I'm sending you a few examples of what I have written so far. You can share your links if you already have on the public internet. If you have doc format or something, PDF format, you can send them. If you have a portfolio, you can send them too, and that's going to work. This applies for almost every niche that you are in. Okay, Google Ads recommendation, you can still search and see. I'm looking for recommendation for professional who can help me with social media marketing. I'll give $200 to anyone who can connect me to a senior member of Facebook. Chhod do. Uh, let's see. While creating my first Google ad campaign, I came across this. After checking, I found out, okay, chhod do. When my clients and I are building, you can simply say Google ad campaign help or recommendation. Yeah, we got it now. I'm looking for advertising marketing agency in Dubai. ठीक है, छोड़ दो. The year 2020, we will have to look for a little more. We'll make it social media ad. Yeah, I'm looking for professionals who can help me with digital marketing for a startup. Does anyone have a recommendation? Google Ads on Google, I suggest using the local marketing techniques, stuff. You can get information, you can follow this person, you can start building your network and stuff, and this will eventually work out. Okay. So this is a basic way of going around LinkedIn to search clients. You can do that on the public internet directly. You can search this directly on the network on the internet, and you might see some coming up. Or you can use Craigslist and stuff, and you can still find people here looking for social media information, social media campaign optimization specialists, and such. Let's come back to Deepa's blog. Guys, we are past 1 minute. I'll try to wrap this up as soon as possible. This is a good blog, Deepa. So deepasblog.com. Deepa's blog. Yeah, you are on the first page normally. Yeah, you are. So it's a good one. Okay, you can start mixing it up with Medium and stuff. So if you're writing 3 or 4 content here, you try writing one content on Medium and give link back to your blog article. That way you will be creating more link juice. Okay, and that way you will be able to expand in a much more cooler way, and it will not hurt. But this is a good one. I own a website myself. It's called Odisha Expo. It's a big one. I got more than 7,000-8,000 articles in each niche. I would say it's a news based article. I have around 5,000 articles on each category. It's a very huge one that I have built. It's been running from last 2 years, and it earns me well. So you can build this ecosystem, right? If you are trying out I would say if you're trying to scale, you need to have the ecosystem built for your specific freelancing business. And I help people do this actually all the time. So how many of you are still there? Can I see some yes coming into the chat box? How many of you are still here? Okay, Alifa is still here. Swati is still here. Nilesh is still here. So Syed is here. Thanks everyone for staying till the end. I know it's getting late, but we will take another 2 or 3 minutes most probably. So how many of you, if I go ahead and ask you now, how many of you are willing to build this ecosystem together? I would say with me, because obviously I will maintain that WhatsApp group which I have created recently, and I want to build an ecosystem that will be helping all of us out. So how many of you are interested to be in there? Can I receive a reply saying me? I want to be, or me? Okay, perfect. Now, I do have two paid programs. Okay, I generally keep it to the last because I actually want to focus on what people do normally in the paid ones. What I do is for Facebook marketing, or for Google marketing, I give you access to a lot of swipes. Just like this, you have ready-made swipes, you have the creatives, you have the targets and stuff. I give access to a bunch of these, and then I go ahead and give you a link where you can join us on Slack, join us on WhatsApp. A premium group is there, and I try to take it from there. So the challenge is called $0 to $1,000 in 30 days. Okay, and that's a do or die challenge that I have created actually. I'll just go ahead and share you the link here. So the do or die challenge is, it's pretty simple. We start with a 2-day trial first. Anyone who is interested can get on this 2-day trial, where I will support you for 2 days. We will build your profile and I'll teach you how to prospect properly. Once this is done, we will then go to the second, I would say, entry, or the second version of the challenge, where I'll help you scale. So for the challenge, for entering into the challenge, the $0 to $1,000, the refund challenge, it's a very good one. I would I'll go ahead and share that also with you. So it's a very simple, very straightforward one, where I help you earn $1,000 in 30 days. And that's a sure shot. If I'm not able to do that, I refund you your money. Okay. So it's as simple as that. And it's the first time I'm running it. But the entry is through the trial only. It's not that you can directly access this one. You can only enter if you are part of the trial program, where I help you to build your profile first. If anyone is interested on this, I welcome you guys. You will have to you will automatically be added to a certain group after you join it, and then you will go ahead and you will scale with me. So the second program that you get entry only from the trial is called 30 days challenge. You will earn $0 to $1,000 in a month. You will scale yourself from $0 or $100 or $200 to $1,000 in 1 month. It will be I would say 1 week of training, and then you will be starting out work. On the second week end, we will be meeting again. We will be discussing on the progress, and you will be connected with me 8 hours per day on Slack, on Skype, or any other medium, where we will do each and every work together. Okay, so I will help you prospect. I will help you answer to your clients if needed, and then I'll help you scale. So if you are willing to get into this program, you don't need to pay the entire amount upfront. There are pay-as-you-go models on this, but to enter into it, you have to go through the trial program where we will first set you up to start scaling, where we prepare the mindset to start scaling, and from there you will start to fly. Okay. So if any one of you is interested, feel free to go ahead, ping me on WhatsApp or email me, or directly book a call from here. So how you apply is once you pay here, you will automatically be redirected to my calendar. You will have to book a 2-hour slot. So first day you can book an hour slot. Second day you can book another slot, and we get on a call on Zoom. We do a screen share. I guide you from there. I help you build your profile. We do all the math on the profile and stuff. And then I help you the prospecting model, how it works. I'll teach you that. I will help you get replies on your prospecting. I'll help you scale your gigs on Fiverr. And then you can, or I would say it's optional, you can get into the program, the 30 days challenge program if you want to. And you can then go from here. So if, as I said, it's not an upfront fees or something, this is just a page. But if you are willing to get into this, the entry is here. Feel free to let me know over an email, over a call, or over a message. Anything works. And I would see you guys on my calendar on Zoom directly, one-to-one, okay? So any other questions? If you have, I'm open for another 2-3 minutes. I can take questions. So anyone has anything that you want answers from me, I'm more than happy to answer. Can anyone still hear me? If you do, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. All right, Anvisha, thank you. Anyone has any other questions? Thank you, Nilesh. I'm glad that you joined. Anyone else? Guys, Syed says all good so far. Perfect. Should I join Upwork too? Yes, absolutely, Anvisha. If you want to scale, you have to be on Upwork too, because there are a lot of clients on Upwork that you can directly go ahead and grab. Swati says thank you. Thanks a lot, Swati. Koi aur, thank you. Thank you once again, Swati. Anyone else who wants to ask any questions? All right, perfect. I'll close the house now. We will do a similar session tomorrow, but yeah, if you have got time, feel free to join. The programs are still going to be the same. The discussions will be different because, as I said, I don't use a presentation deck or something to do presentation. It's a very simple, straightforward way. But yeah, I'll be more than happy if you join tomorrow as well, and we will discuss on the same strategies with different examples and different live case scenarios, and we will go from there. So thank you once again, guys, for joining. Whoever has joined, and stayed till the end, especially, I want to thank you. I'll send the links. Nilesh, what links do you need? I actually have shared the links here, but I'll share it to you once again. Yep, sure. I will share that on WhatsApp also. You can take a look at them right away, in fact. Good, I have just closed the screen share, and for now, as I was opening up my WhatsApp on this one on laptop directly. But yeah, this is the link for to our call. All right. All right, guys, we can close the house here. If there are any other questions, I'm open on WhatsApp for another 2-3 hours. I stay awake from around 12 o'clock till night 10 or 11 most probably. So feel free to contact anytime. You can direct message or you can group message. It's completely fine. And we can take it from there. Even though I would say if you can still be part of the WhatsApp group if you want to, because as I said, it's a community where we will work together. But feel free if you have any other plans in mind, I'm open as well. Thanks a lot. I'll sign off here, and I thank you once again for I would say staying present here till the end. Have a great day, everyone.